Okay, that's enough wind for now. I do be loving the bee. Come back, squeal. I am back up at the front of the park. If you couldn't tell by the obscenely large geodesic sphere behind me, you can match the trash can. Now heading into World Showcase for the first time today at 1 o'clock. Yes, we have a water bottle holder with orange bird. Oh, what in the living with the land? Sun is bright. Oh, the butterfly landing. I forgot the butterfly landing is right here. Let's go. Hibiscus sunset. Sounds like a tea. Good morning from EPCOT. Today it is the second. Today is the second day of the Flower and Garden Festival, AKA the best festival ever, AKA Tulip and Bee Fest. I was actually out here yesterday, but it was so rainy and gloomy and cloudy, and it's so funny that like Florida weather, it is so nice and beautiful today. I think the high is 67. It's a little windy, as you can see. So I have my little mic on. Hopefully the wind doesn't pick up too much today, but it is so pretty. When I was pulling up to the parking booth, the line to get in to the parking booth was actually, it was very long. It was very long. However, once I did get in, it doesn't look like the parking lots are super full. So interested to see how the crowd levels will be today. Again, Flower and Garden Festival is such a great festival for so many reasons. They have such great fresh offerings. A lot of like floral offerings you'll see, a lot of plant-based offerings. Personally, I am not vegan or vegetarian, but I do love a good plant-based option. They have impossible items here, some of my favorite selections from the festival. So today we're just gonna be going around. We're going to try some food. We're going to look at the merchandise because I didn't even really get to do much of it yesterday. They also have the Playalong Bay, which is a new area. It's a playground right in between the new yacht and beach grub booths, which were pretty cool. Uncrustables are back. Woo, 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 woo. Free Uncrustables are back for this year's festival with extended hours. Every time I say that, I want to say extended evening hours. Extra magic hours, maybe that's what I should refer to it to. We're just going to be going around, enjoying the day, checking out all that the festival has to offer. So let's go. Okay, that's enough wind for now. Oh, can I get a passport, please? Thank you so much. Got my little passport. There's a very big crowd around the entrance topiary. This is very typical for every festival, but it is really cool this year. It's Moana, Pua, Hei, and Maui, and it's supposed to be kind of like they're on like a little beach. So this is all the water and the sand, and her oar and his hook light up at night. And then I've always loved the cute little planter flower tags. I need to come back and see this when it is lit up though. Also for today's fit, I decided to represent the boardwalk. I have a little vintage boardwalk villas crew neck on. It's so comfortable. It's like, it almost feels like a towel material. And this neck, I don't know how I feel about the neckline, but it is, I think it's kind of cute. I do love a high neck, but the material is a little bit, it's like thicker but breathable. So I had to clip my mic today because my magnet would not stick. It's currently 9:50. The booths actually don't open until 11. So I have some time before I either decide to rope drop the Uncrustables or I think my first booth is going to be EPCOT. They have returning food every single year, but I'm not kidding, it hits. I think this is the third year in a row they've done EPCOT and it's had the same offerings, but they're just good. Like they really are. So I think I'm looking to do maybe like the fried cinnamon roll bites. But I want to go check out the merch situation because the line yesterday was so long. And even when we left at like 3 o'clock, there was still a line to get into the merchandise. So we're gonna go scope that before it gets wild and see what also is left. When I got into the merch area at like 10 a.m., I'm not kidding, there were so many things that were like swept. It was crazy. Oh, and the trash cans are still here. They have these really cute trash cans that they brought out this year. It's an Orange Bird and Spike the Bee situation. Sorry, I'm so out of breath, but you can see there's the Orange Bird trash can. It's so cute. Look how cute this is. It's Orange Bird themed. So it has Orange Bird on both sides. And the top is way cute. It's like a little, the top's like a little bush, like a little EPCOT ball, an orange grove. It has this really adorable little pattern of like oranges and flowers. And then this is my favorite. It says Peelin' Happy, and he's just like contemplating his life. I love it with the EPCOT ball in the back. Super cute. I've only seen one of these, and then the Spike the Bee one is at the other entrance to Creations. And it doesn't look like they have a line today for the merchandise, which is great because the line's snaked like all around here. They're so cute. Here's Spike the Bee. I'm a bigger fan of Orange Bird, but I do be loving the bee. I hope they do these for more festivals too. This is adorable. I love this side of it. It's Spike and his little face. All right, let's see what we got for merch. Let's see what's left today. I really haven't even seen all this. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. They have mini versions of the trash cans. I love that they actually made like real ones now. I mean, you can usually get these every year if I'm not mistaken. Like the salt and pepper shakers that look like trash cans, but now that they have actual trash cans, this is so cute. This hat is adorable. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, it is actually the 30th anniversary of the festival this year. The Spare jerseys are really cute, and they're like a towel material, and they have little orange birds on them. These ears are adorable, and they are scented. Yes, we have a water bottle holder with Orange Bird. Oh, walking away. This is the adorable little Orange Bird set that they have. They're sold separately, but they have a shirt, and I got these shorts. Actually, I got this size. Oh my God, these are so cute. I haven't tried them on yet because I accidentally left them with Melissa, but they're very adorable, and they look like they would come up higher on me. I think they are unisex too. I'm really surprised. A lot of the merchandise is still here. There's an Alice in Wonderland collection this year, which is pretty cute. A bread and butterfly loungefly. This looks like a little raincoat. I love this. They have these little Spike the Bee shoulder plushes this year. He's super adorable. Melissa got one yesterday, actually. This gets points for being super creative. It's a Spike the Bee garden stake. If you've ever played the Spike the Bee pollination exploration scavenger hunt, this is what he looks like all around World Showcase. And it's so adorable that they like have one that you can put in your garden. Have the little Spike the Bee trash can. These are coasters. They're very cute, but they're super heavy. They're ceramic. I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the Fort Wilderness loungefly they had. Ooh, you can match the trash can. Every festival also usually has, there it is. They have a Spike the Bee pollination exploration scavenger hunt where you can go around World Showcase and find all this little Spike the Bees, and then you get these little prizes. This year, these are mini watering cans. I thought they were drink sippers, but they're watering cans because you can see the little spout on his nose out of Orange Bird's mouth, the top of the caterpillar, and I guess out of Mickey's nose. These are really cute and creative. I did really like the version last year where it was the little beanbag toss. That was adorable. This is the hill that I will die on, but the kids merchandise, like kid shirts, are usually so much more cuter than the adult version. Sun is bright. That was fun. I do want to go do brunch first. However, I'd like to go get a coffee. Joffrey's usually does various coffees for the festivals, so usually they'll have one at each of their locations. So they're different. So like they have World Discovery, they have 3 in World Showcase. And I think over at this one, I need to double check, but I think it's like a white chocolate mango with like a cold foam on top, which, hot take, I much prefer cold foam than a whipped cream, which Joffrey's usually does. After having all of the coffees in Disneyland, which I will never stop talking about Disneyland, but I don't know what it is. Joffrey's also has coffee in Disneyland, like the coffee there is Joffrey's, but it tastes so different here. Like it's night and day, and I don't understand it. Anyway, so we're gonna go try the coffee that is over at World Discovery. Hopefully it's a good one. It's either that one, there's another one. It's a pistachio banana. That line is so long. Remember when I said they had a white chocolate mango latte here? That was a lie. This is an iced pistachio banana breeze latte. It's espresso milk, banana syrup, and pistachio syrup topped with whipped cream. However, I get oat milk, and I don't like the whipped cream, so I will not be getting that on mine. Yay, I got my coffee. I need at least like 4 of these a day to function. I hope this is good. I'm actually really surprised. It's really good. Not that, again, hot take, I guess. Disneyland coffee, Joffrey's, is so much better than Walt Disney World. And Joffrey's here is so hit and miss. Sometimes you get a really great coffee, and then sometimes I'll just stick with water. It's slightly salty from the pistachio. You definitely get banana. They're two really like unique, interesting flavors that you just like wouldn't expect to go together, I guess. I like it. I was debating on rope dropping the Uncrustable stand, but BrunchCot is open, so I'm gonna hit that first. Just got all my food. I totally forgot that BrunchCot actually opens. When did I get 2 of these? Anyway, I totally forgot that BrunchCot opens at 10:30, which is really exciting because you can beat some of the crowds there a little bit. Let me find it. Is there a reason why I can't find this one? It's like the last page. Something really interesting that I also noticed about some of the booths this year when I was making all the food lists is that some of the food is the same, but they just moved the location of it, like it's at a different booth this year. So like the corn that I really want to get today because it's a festival favorite used to be over at Farmer's Feast, but now it's actually over at Beach Grub. I think it's at Beach Grub. They have it every single year. It is so good. You have to get it. So I got 2 menu items. I got the fried cinnamon roll bites because those hit every time I get them. These are fried cinnamon roll bites with cream cheese frosting and candied bacon. They come with 3 bites. Whoa. Put that in my pocket. It's still really windy. I almost lost also some of my avocado toast topping, which I think is typical. The presentation looks the same as last year. Unfortunately for me, I'm someone who cannot like eat bacon. I can't eat a lot of really heavy, like fatty foods. So I can have like bacon crumbles and stuff, but if I were to eat like sticks of bacon, like I would like that piece of bacon, it would make me unreasonably sick. So I'll have like a little bite of this candied bacon, but I'm not gonna eat all of it in its entirety. That being said, I am going to take a first little bite. Now that I'm looking at these, you know what this reminds me of? The beignets that they have over at Magic Kingdom. Monorail. Is that they have over at Magic Kingdom when they first came out. They weren't fried like this, but it looks very similar. It looks like they just deep fried these. That's really interesting. What a weird takeaway. Anyway, I'm gonna try it. I was also gonna wear my hair down today. So glad I didn't make that mistake. These are so good. The outside is so crunchy from all these cinnamon sugar that's in it. Come on. Especially when you get a little piece or like a little drizzle of the cream cheese frosting on it. It just adds that really nice sweetness to it. Because I know sometimes when people look at certain things and they're like, oh, I want a dipping sauce with that. The cream cheese on the top is just fine for it. And then when you do get a little bit of that candied bacon, it kind of gives you that like salty. And it really is. It's almost like a bite of like, it's like hangover food. Like you want the salty and the sweet and the fried. Right here, 15 out of 10. Before I absolutely devour that, we're gonna move on to the avocado toast. This is avocado toast with marinated tomatoes and plant-based cheese crumbles, interesting, on toasted ciabatta. Here's the thing, I'm usually not as much as I do enjoy plant-based offerings, I do not like plant-based cheese. There's something about it. I have had this in yours before and I do really love it. This is awesome. And I know what you're thinking. That's just avocado toast. You can get that anywhere. Absolutely you can. I've been eating so heavy over the past couple days we just got back from Disneyland. We did a bunch of food from here yesterday. I really wanted something on the fresh side or something that I'm familiar with. And that's something to keep in mind too whenever you do come to festivals is while there is a lot of really great, like, I don't want to say exotic, but you know, different or unique offerings to try. Sometimes people want something familiar to them, and this really kind of hit the spot for me. They also have shrimp and grits here, which I've had before, and it is so good. It is 15 out of 10, but it is a little heavy for what I want right now, especially that since I just got those cinnamon roll bites. I wanted something a little bit lighter that would still fill me up. This is a really good sized portion. They have huge tomatoes on here, edible flowers, plant-based cheese adds a little bit of saltiness, and they do sprinkle some salt on top. It's so basic, it's so simple, say what you want. This booth in general is a fest favorite. Here they also have the Fruit Loop shake, which is basically like the milkshake that you've seen that changes colors every year. It's also another hit. It stays here every festival. I'm going to finish this and then we need to head over to the Uncrustable stand because it is 5 past and Lord knows what that line looks like. I'm already really full. I was hoping that I would still have some room for some other stuff, so maybe I'll take a break in between eating. That being said, we are gonna head over to the Uncrustables cart and we're gonna go see Play Along Bay because it is time to go rope drop the Uncrustable stand, even though we're 15 minutes late. It's windy. This kiosk is usually the Jellycat stand. However, they are not here for this festival. I don't think they were here for Festival of the Arts either. Yes, we're almost there. Good, there's not a line. This is fantastic. Can I do raspberry, please? Thank you so much. Squeal. This is a location. This little area is where they had the Uncrustable PB&J garden last year, but they have it spread out a little differently. So just across the way is Play Along Bay, which is hosted by Uncrustables, but they're giving them out over here by the World Showcase Promenade. So they give them out in a separate area and you can choose from strawberry or raspberry. I got raspberry. It was actually funny because when we were out here yesterday, Melissa and I were walking over from the butterfly garden over to, I don't remember what booth, and I saw this man had a raspberry Uncrustable in his hand, and I know, this is when you know you're unhinged, I know they do not sell those in the park. And obviously I'm like, the Uncrustable stand is back. However, Uncrustables had not confirmed nor denied that they were giving out free Uncrustables this year. So I stopped this man with his child and I said, sir, he probably saw the like crazy in my eye, and I was like, sir, did you get that Uncrustable here? Or did you bring it from home? He goes, no, I got it here. And I was like, where? And he goes, over there. And I said, where's over there? And he didn't point to the Play Along Bay. He pointed over to like Creations area. And I was like, oh, is it by the playground? He goes, no, it was by the big orange thing over there. I was like, what does that mean? So Melissa and I like ran and we found them. We found the Uncrustables. It was so exciting. It's a great day. But anyway, their hours, I did ask them for their hours. I'm gonna pull over. I did ask them for their hours. They are Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, not Friday, 11 a.m. until, I don't want to say sell out, until they just don't have, they run out. Maybe that's what I'm looking for, until they run out. They did extend their hours because last year they were only Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. until. So they extended their hours this year, which is really exciting. Why am I so out of breath? I walk this park like every day. Why am I out of breath? Anyway, they do have this really cute new inside out garden. Let me show you. Boop. They have little gardens all around the festival. This one's inspired by Inside Out 2. They have the little, what are they called, memory balls. I actually haven't seen Inside Out 2 yet. Each of the plants are either like the color of the emotion or have some relation to the emotion. Sadness likes to say hello when you're feeling blue. She prefers her flowers indigo and plants that cry boo-hoo. So when I was looking at these the other day, so like these are hydrangeas that that come in different colors, those succulents. And then this guy, I forget the name, but this one also comes in varying shades of blue. Disgust has all green. Disgust is a green emotion who loves to roll her eyes when she meets a stinky plant. So this is dill and cabbage. I forget what this one is. I can't remember, but dill and cabbage are in disgust, which is funny. Okay, these are red plants, but this one, when I looked into it, it likes to grow in really hot, humid climates. This is fear, but they have lavender, which is a calming plant. I think this is called a snake plant, which I guess could be scary. I have a few more of the baubles over there, including anxiety is over in that corner and embarrassment. And then joy has really cute little flowers, like they have what, daffodils, I think those are. Little yellow flowers. And then in the center, they have like the big memory. I think this is the core memory ball thing. Sure. Oof, there's a pretty long line already for beach grub. This is where I think you can get the grilled corn this year, so I might grab that later. Hopefully the line calms down a little bit. Oh, and they have like a little nautical rope, like how they have around Crescent Lake. Yeah, so here's where they have the street corn this year. That is 15 out of 10. Ooh, Playalong Bay is popping. So this garden is hosted by Uncrustables. They have this really cute little octawitch in front. It's a little photo spot. You can take your little picture with him. If you look at the back of the Uncrustables photo op, they have the legend of Playalong Bay, which is adorable. I'm so glad they made this like a story. I'm gonna be honest, this area over here along the promenade is always really busy, but Playalong Bay is a super cute little nautical themed kids playground. They have some nautical flags and various play sets for kids to play in. It's nestled right in between Yacht and Beach Grub, which are themed to the resorts, which is really cute. I'm really glad that they're incorporating the nearby resorts into the park, because for a lot of people whose home resorts they are, it's very, like, that's a big deal for them. And I think it's really cute that they also incorporated a storyline into Playalong Bay. And you can also see there's little various nods to Smuckers located around. And when you really look at it, it's probably a good idea that they do not put the free Uncrustables right next to hundreds of children. So that was probably smart on their part. Even though this is a playground for kids, they have this little music note thing that that was really loud. I love this little one. As you can see, we have left that area and it's always so loud over here. I just ate my raspberry Uncrustable, so now I'm like extra super not hungry, which, by the way, that booth, it's a booth, 15 out of 10. So what I'm thinking is maybe head over to the land pavilion. I almost broke my rule of stopping in the middle of the walkway. I cannot stand when people do that, when they just like slam on the brakes in the middle of the walkway. Let me check the wait times, because yesterday the land, living with the land, was at 35 minutes, which is crazy. Can't see. It's at 35 minutes. Why? It's like, it's funny because you're like, I want more people to love living with the land, because you want, like, it's a great attraction. But then when people start loving it, you're like, not like that. Stop. But for the festival, Living with the Land adds what they call storybook editions. They had one part where it was Alice in Wonderland, and they had the Cheshire Cat, and they would move his head every day. So you would have to like play seek and find with the Cheshire Cat, and it was really cute. This year, I think they have Moana, Tiana, and Rapunzel represented throughout the attraction. But my favorite thing that they do is the holiday overlay glimmering greenhouses, where they put a bunch of string lights. Basically, they put a bunch of string lights in Living with the Land and make it all fancy. I forgot Communicore Hall has a little overlay. Let's go check it out. It's a horticulture themed. Oh, good Lord. There's a lot of people in here. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of a little greenhouse. For this year's festival, Communicore Hall has a horticulture theme. It's really cute. It is kind of reminds me of like a greenhouse, but they have a giant Spike the Bee topiary in there. They also have a few little side exhibits that tell you about the topiaries and how they make them. Farmer's Feast is also located in the booth this year, and I think this is the first year that they've actually used the open kitchen that originally debuted with it, maybe a year ago at this point. So it was really cool to kind of see that in action, but it's a really cool little greenhouse area, if you will. A nice place to kind of take a rest, and they did add a lot of theming in there, which I really appreciate. I'm gonna be really upset if this wait time is actually 35 minutes. What in the living with the land? I have the mentality where if I don't go now, it's just gonna get worse later. I can't believe I'm waiting 35 minutes for the land. Well, here we go.
In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil and would one day become home to the American farm. Your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum. These plants are definitely on their way up. There's over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture.
So I ended up waiting like maybe 20 minutes when the posted was 35. It was worth it because they have the really cute storybook editions. I noticed they added a few things since yesterday. Belle's little area was not there. Also Pascal. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disassociating on it for a minute, and I realized Pascal was like hiding on one of the little books. Super cute. He was not there yesterday, so I don't know if he's gonna be a permanent addition to that book or if they're gonna do, like how I said, excuse me, sorry, can't see anything, how they had with the Cheshire Cat previously, where they hid him differently everywhere. His little head was like in different places. I wonder if they would do that with Pascal, or if that's just where he lives now on that book. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did have like different little Pascals that they put in different areas every day. Or maybe he was there yesterday and we just didn't see him. Oh, the butterfly landing. I forgot the butterfly landing is right here. Let's go. Ooh, here's the full Garden Rocks lineup. I forgot to check this again because apparently they had announced more people. Definitely want to go see Sugar Ray and Simple Plan. 98 degrees is going to be a good one too. April is going to be the month to go to Garden Rocks. All right, let's go look at the butterflies. Melissa actually had a butterfly land on her yesterday. How does it feel to live my dream? Usually at the beginning of the festival, you don't see as many butterflies in here, but as it goes on, there's like a million. They're everywhere.
Non, il faisait range-là.
One of my favorite topiaries are the big butterfly ones, and they actually have them scattered a bit around EPCOT this year. Before they used to only be at the butterfly landing. Now they're a couple different spots. It's getting a little busy. The Scentsy Garden is over on the World Showcase Promenade Walkway. It's so pretty. They do this every year where they have these giant floral butterflies that are different colors for the different scents that they promote for flower and garden. It's a really pretty photo spot, especially this little orange one in the center, because you get a whole little bed of foliage, the flower beds behind it, which are so pretty and vibrant. And then especially when the monorail is coming by, it's like the perfect shot. We just missed it. In the purple area, they have a honeysuckle and hydrangea, and you can smell them. So it's like they have the flowers that are like relative to the scent, and then they have like a little smellitizer, and you can smell whatever fragrance it is. Over here in the little orange part, they have a grapefruit and hibiscus sunset. Sounds like a tea. It smells very summery. Tart hibiscus and citrus pineapple. But look how pretty this is. And then we have that monorail. Over here in the pink area, they have gardenia and succulent. Look at all the pretty succulents. I love a good succulent. They're so cute. Bergamot water lilies, succulent greens. I love it. It's a great photo spot area. It's really cute. I'm glad they keep bringing it back. Sometimes they would give you seeds, but I don't see any. Oh yes, also, this is across from the uncrustable spot. The cart is usually right there. It's currently, my phone's not working. It's currently 108. I don't know if you can see it, 108, and the cart is gone already. The uncrustable sand is 11 a.m. till, they say, and I don't know if, I've never seen them like restock the cart, but I think they just fill the cart, and as soon as they're done giving out the cart, then they go inside. Well, I've seen them last year be finished as early as like 45 minutes, and I've seen it sometimes upwards of 2 hours. But I haven't checked back here, so I'm not sure how long they've been out. Oh, this is so pretty. Called the floating gardens. They obviously do it every year, but it's just so pretty. This is something I wish they just kept it around all year. Now heading into World Showcase for the first time today at 1 o'clock. I don't even know what we're gonna get over here. I do want to get a violet lemonade. Let me go do that. At the entrance to the World Showcase Promenade Walkway, they have the Encanto topiary, which was at the entrance last year, and I'm really glad they brought it back because it's so cute. Something that you notice as you get like further into the festival towards the end is like how, I can't remember his name, Antonio. How Antonio's hair is kind of crazy, especially like with Lady and the Tramp or even the sheep over in World Nature. They just let it grow and it gets wild. So it's really fun to see the very end of the festival when all the flowers and everything just kind of grows out. Violet Lemonade is over at Pineapple Promenade. It's here every year. It's a fest staple. It's so good. Do I even need to review this? Probably not, but I just really wanted one. This is available at every festival. It's pretty much a super tangy, violetly colored purple lemonade. It's awesome, especially on a like warm. Oh, there's the monorail. It's so good, especially on a warm day. It really hits the spot. So I get one of these every single year, and this will probably not be my last one. The last food item that I think I want to get is the grilled corn. I've been holding out for a minute because I'm really hoping that the line has gone down astronomically. I'm not really holding out hope for that. It is very busy over here. This line is not looking any better than when I was here earlier, but we're just gonna get in it. Hello? 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 I think we're working. Sorry, my little microphone turns off if I don't use it for a while, and I was in line for a hot potato second. I was trying to find a seat over by Playalong Bay, but let me tell you, that is the place to be. People everywhere. I did get a table, but there were many children around me, and I don't want to film children. I want them to have fun in their little area. So I am far away by the ravens, apparently. Whatever. Anyway, I got my street corn. This is delicious. If you are someone that misses, please don't blow away, street corn, the grilled street corn in Animal Kingdom, because it is no longer grilled. This is fantastic. They grill it right in front of you. They dip it in this like garlic butter and put these like little, oh, come back. I thought it was gonna blow into the water. Hold on. Put my phone on it. I'm doing a really bad job of this review. Hold on. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, beach grub. Can you keep it down over there? I'm trying to work here. Beach grub. Grilled street corn on the cob, savory garlic spread with cheese. So it's plant-based cheese. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna take a bite. I don't plan on getting it on this phone, but if I pick this up and I don't have my phone, it's gonna fly away, as you just saw. I always forget to get napkins. This is so good. You get the char from the corn. That spread is awesome. And you get a little crunchy from the cheese. This is always a hit for me. All right, I'm gonna finish this and then we are going to, I think, head back up towards the front of the park. I am back up at the front of the park. If you couldn't tell by the obscenely large geodesic sphere behind me, I know what you're thinking. You didn't even go into World Showcase. Absolutely not. I was sitting there eating my corn, minding my business, and I was looking at World Showcase and like, cause you can see it as you're going around. Monorails! There's the monorail. It was packed. So no, World Showcase was not an option today. That being said, the festival runs until June, sometime in June. I can't remember the date off the top of my head. So I will be coming back and trying other options, but it's already almost 2:30 and I miss Teak and I'm ready to go home. We had such a great time at Flower and Garden Fest today. It is my favorite festival for a good reason. It is so pretty. The weather was great all day. I stayed in my sweatshirt all day, still have it on. The flowers, I wish they kept them year round, especially the flower beds over by the water along World Showcase Promenade, because it's just so pretty. It really does bring out like the prettiest parts of this park. We did not rope drop uncrustables, but we definitely got some uncrustables. They go quick, so make sure if you are coming by to get some, that you come as close to 11 as you can. Thank you so much for coming to Flower and Garden with me today. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I think that's how they end these things. And be on the lookout for all of the really fun TikToks that I will be doing for this year's festival. Bye.